The fallen leaves drift by the window. The autumn leaves of red and gold. I see your lips, your summer kisses, your sunburned hand. I used to hold. Well, since you went away, the days grow long, and soon I'll hear old winter song, but I miss you most, my darling, when the autumn leaves start to fall. Oh, since you went away, the days grow long, and soon I'll hear old winter song, but I miss you most, my darling, when the autumn leaves start to fall. Da da ba 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 da bui bui da ba oh oh ah da bui 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 da 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 da.
Wow. The sounds of Alicia Renee Blue right here on WWOZ FM New Orleans. That was amazing.
Thank you. I'm with some amazing musicians, so just happy to be playing here with these people. Amazing, amazing angel spirits.
This is WWOZ FM New Orleans, and you can watch this live as it's going on, this live performance on Facebook. And we urge you to do so and to call up your friends and let them know that they can watch some amazing performances on WWOZ right now at WWOZ FM New Orleans. Tell us what you'd like to do next.
There's a song that I really have sang and fell in love with since I was a child, and I'm not going to do too much talking, but it's very beautiful song. Maybe some of you have heard, and this connection for me is when I hear and I sit and I listen and I watch Betty Carter. Any song she does or touches, it becomes her own. So you know, when I told a few people or tried to let my friends and family know, hey, I'm doing this tribute to Betty Carter on WWOZ, the first things that would come were the most popular tunes that are already known with connected with Betty Carter. And I thought to really pay homage to that lady and that queen is to respect what she gave the world, shared, and showed, is how to take something and just make it your own. So with that said, a little bit of The Man I Love.
All right.
Someday he'll come along, the man I love, and he'll be big and strong, the man I love. And when he comes my way, I'll do my best to make him stay. Well, he'll look at me and smile, I'll understand. But in a little while, he'll take my hand. Although it seems absurd, I know we both won't say a word. Maybe I will meet him someday. Maybe Monday. Maybe not. Oh, still I choose to see him someday. Maybe Tuesday. It will be my good news day. He'll build a little home just meant for two, from which I'll never roam. Who would you? And so all else above, I'm waiting for the man I love. which I never wrong. Who would you? And so all else above, I'm waiting for the man I love.
You're listening to WWOZ FM New Orleans, and well, we almost don't have the words to express what we're feeling right now. All I can say is that was amazing, and just as a caller said just now, you know, what is this? What are we listening to? Who is she? Who are they? Yes, it is Miss Alicia Renee, also known as Blue, and this is her tribute to the amazing Betty Carter. I guess, are we ready for the next song? Do we take a short break? We go? Not yet? Let's introduce the members of the band again.
Absolutely. We have on piano Rodney Kendricks. On trumpet, King James Gibb III. Travari, definitely brilliant. I just like his name. Saxophone player. And Chris Butcher. Chris over there on the trombone. Just Lex. On upright bass. Just Lex Warkowski. And Glenn Finster Andrews, also known as Little Buddha, on the drums. And my name is Alicia Renee, a.k.a. Blue Eyes. And yeah, you can check me out on my artist page. For those who are just meeting me for the first time, the reason why my name is Alicia Renee, a.k.a. Blue Eyes, is because my parents named me Alicia Renee, and I happened to be born. I don't know if you could tell, but I have a little melanin, so I was born black with blue eyes. So every time since I was a child and introduce myself, hi, I'm Alicia, so I'm gonna call you Blue Eyes. So everybody that I've met most of my life has called me Blue Eyes, but with just like honoring Betty Carter, I honor and thank my mother and father, rest in peace, for everything they've given me to, you know, be the person that I am today, and hopefully even more better person. So that's where my name comes from, Alicia Renee, a.k.a. Blue Eyes.
Thank you. And what are you going to do for us next?
Next on the list is A Social Call. Happened to pass your doorway, gave you a buzz, that's all. Lately I've thought lots about you, so I thought I'd pay a social call. Do you recall the old days? We used to have a ball. It's not I'm lonesome without you, I just thought I'd pay a social call. I'd lie and say things are just swell, but to tell the truth, I haven't been too willing. If you should try to kiss me, I promise I won't stall. Maybe we'll get back together, starting with this incidental, elemental, simple social call. I'm in the mood for love, simply because you're near me. Funny, but when you're near me, I'm in the mood for love. There I go, there I go, there I go. Pretty little baby, you snatch my soul. Weep by the way, sweet way. I'd lie and say things are just well, but to tell the truth, I haven't been to you. And if you should try to kiss me, I promise I won't stole. Maybe we'll get back together, starting with the simple and dull elemental, simple social call. Starting with this inside and tall elemental, simple shall
Thank you, Miss Alicia Renee, also known as Blue Eyes. You're listening to WWOZ FM New Orleans, and this is a live performance. And those of you who are on Facebook know that it is also video stream live on Facebook. And if you should, you know, like to tell your friends that they can catch up with it too a little bit later, it'll still be there. It is a great experience, and thank you so much for coming in. We want to talk to you a little bit about Flint, Michigan, and where you grew up, the same hometown as Miss Betty Carter.
Yes, Flint, Michigan is where I grew up in. You are correct. It is the same home that Betty Carter grew up in. Also home to Bertha, where many different talented people came out of. And just so you know, the water is still not so cute over there, to put it nicely. So please keep your eye on my city, Flint, Michigan. There are a lot of beautiful people, but a lot of things still going down. But yes, Flint, grew up in Flint. That's my home. My mother was a school teacher, taught first grade. Daddy worked for General Motors and had his own business. Grew up studying piano and opera over at the Flint Institute of Music. And, it's just a beautiful place for me when I grew up, and it's still, always going to have a special place in my heart. So, yeah, many talents and different things that are beautiful coming from that city.
And how old were you? How soon did you discover that music was in your heart and that you had to express yourself through song?
I'm at 2 years old.
2 years old.
My parents have a tape recorder recording of me asking me at 2 years old, like I said, my name is Alicia Renee, but my parents called me Lisa. And they said, Lisa, what do you want to be when you grow up? And they have recordings of me saying at 2, oh, I want to be on the radio. I never really understood why I had the radio thing, but now, everything's comes to fruition. I love my music, and now I'm happy to also say that I love singing in Spanish and, French. So maybe that was something going on at the age of 2. But yeah, since 2. And I was raised in the church and sang, so, in the choir and, yeah.
And how were you encouraged to pursue your dream?
Number one with my parents. They always just gave me a lot of love and support. And like I said, my mother was an educator. They just really supported me. I studied piano. I studied the horns. You know, just was always surrounded by music. I mean, my father, excuse me, would sing me to sleep Nat King Cole songs. And mommy was more of a Mahalia Jackson, classical music in the morning type of lady. And again, being born in Flint, Michigan, Detroit is only a hop, skip, and jump away. Speaking of Detroit, I just want to say a quick rest in peace to a beautiful, beautiful brother that we just lost that's originally from Detroit, Yanrico Scott.
Yes.
Yeah, so, but growing up in Flint, Michigan, they had the Detroit Motown Mondays on the radio. So only thing that would play on the radio were songs from Motown. So I feel like I had a lot of, different influences from jazz to classical, gospel, Motown, and I guess the radio, different, all kinds of things. So,
Yes, indeed.
yeah.
And when did you get the urge to see the world and to begin to travel? How did you end up in New Orleans?
Well, it's funny, I have been telling people lately that I truly, truly believe that I was kidnapped from New Orleans as a baby. And, it's been traumatic. I've gotten over it. I've dealt with it. I'm back home now. But no, seriously, I've always had a love for New Orleans. As a child, I was just very fascinated by everything from the accents to the the food, of course, just everything that I saw, any glimpse that I saw, I always really was attracted. And yeah, I mean, I'm happy to be here. I can say that, very, very thankful.
And we're very happy to have you here also. And how would people get in touch with you? How do they find out more about Alicia Renee, Blue Eyes?
Well, first of all, you can just go and type in Google Alicia Renee, aka Blue Eyes, ALICIA aka Blue Eyes, and you will find my Facebook artist page where there's plenty of performances that I've, always like to share from, videos from me performing at the Jazz Playhouse with the Shannon Powell, trio to Little Jim Saloon or over at Kermit Ruffin sometimes. Always happy to listen to that band. They're amazing. And yeah, just type in Alicia Renee, aka Blue Eyes. My Twitter, my YouTube, my Facebook, Instagram, all that will pop up.
Thank you.
And more.
This is
Thank you.
WWOZ FM New Orleans, and the time is 4:59 in the Crescent City. Before you do the next song for us, Carmen McRae said, in terms of a jazz singer, there's only one, and that's Betty Carter. What does Alicia Renee, Blue Eyes, say about Betty Carter?
I say that Carmen McRae is 100% correct. Thank you.
Okay, this is WWOZ FM New Orleans, and please take it away.
All right. He's the kind of guy that you say, hey baby, let's get away. Let's go someplace far where I don't care. He's the kind of guy that you give your everything, your trust, your heart, share all of your love till death do us part. I wanna be where he wants me when he wants whenever he needs me. And when he's feeling lonesome and love starved, I'll be there to please him. Loving him a little bit more each day turns me right